Tanu, what are you doing?
I'm packing
But why?
because we are moving.
And where exactly?
Let's find out.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So recently we posted a photo on Instagram and a lot of people commented on it, and a few of you asked if we are leaving Canada. So let's find out in today's video. My name is Nishant.
And I'm Tanu, and let's get started. For all those viewers and subscribers who really love us and have been following us for a very long time, don't be sad. We have loved every bit of our Canadian journey so far, and we are definitely not leaving Canada, but we are leaving Toronto. In fact, we are leaving the province of Ontario altogether.
And again, for those who have been following us since long, you know how much we love the city of Calgary after we made our trip to Alberta last year. And if you haven't watched our Alberta series, then please do give it a watch. Even you may fall in love with that province. So yeah, after we made our trip to Alberta, we realized that there is actually a life in Canada beyond Toronto and Vancouver. And that is when we made this video, which was loved by a lot of people. So yeah, since then, I don't know in how many videos we have already given a direct or an indirect hint that Calgary is going to be our next destination.
So yes, we are moving to Calgary, finally. And trust us, this is not a hasty decision. We have been actually planning this for more than 1 year. So let's talk about how all this started.
So this started in the month of May last year, that is 2021, when we were actually making a video about some really good cities one can consider while moving to Canada. So while we were doing our research about various cities in Canada to create a script for that particular video, we really liked Calgary. And coincidentally, by then we had already planned for our vacation to Alberta, and Calgary was going to be our base for that vacation because we had our family friends living there and we were planning to stay at their place.
That vacation really gave us an opportunity to explore the city of Calgary. Now, obviously, we did visit Banff, Lake Louise, Jasper, etc. and we loved it. But we also kept a few days aside so that we could explore the city of Calgary and see if it's a good city to move.
And to our surprise, it was much better than we had expected. It was beautiful and cleaner than Toronto, and even the downtown Calgary did not feel as congested as it may feel in Toronto. And anyways, we both are not party animals and we don't like crowded places. In fact, we like open spaces and a little peace, and hence Toronto wasn't serving that purpose for which we moved from India to Canada. And then looking at the cost of living in Toronto and Vancouver, it was actually not making any sense to stay.
But Calgary has a good balance. It has a big city vibe because it is a big city, but it is not as big and as crowded as Toronto. So it also has a small city vibe. And then there's the cost of living, though it is rising in Calgary as well, but it's still more affordable.
And probably during that trip itself, we had made up our mind that we will move to Calgary someday. Don't know when, but we will for sure. And in fact, we made a separate video about Calgary after our Alberta trip, giving a lot more details about our first impressions of the city. So do give it a watch, as we won't be repeating the same information in this video.
So one thing was sure, we are moving to Calgary, but we did not know how or when. We did not want to make any hasty decisions and start our job search from scratch like we did when we moved from India to Canada. But the good thing was I was already working for a major financial institution which had a major presence even in the city of Calgary. We witnessed it with our own eyes during our Calgary trip. So we had a chance that I could get an internal posting when moving to Calgary.
But I was working with an organization which did not have a presence in Alberta. So the first thing I did was that I changed my job to a global organization which had presence not just across Canada, but globally. So now even for me, at least I knew that there could be an opportunity to take an internal posting when required.
After tackling the job situation temporarily, we moved on to the next big thing, which is the cost of living. Now we knew the cost of living is lower in Calgary, but it still required a detailed analysis.
So for example, we started looking at the housing market and all the listings at realtor.ca website. It's a great website to see all the houses which are for sale right now. So if you are also planning your move to Canada, then do make use of this website to get a realistic figure of the housing prices in any city.
After looking at the housing prices in Calgary, we made use of various mortgage calculators and mortgage affordability calculators to see how much of a mortgage we could get based on our current salaries and the amount of down payment that we could make.
Though every calculator would give you a slightly different figure as they take into consideration different factors maybe, but at least we were able to get a range, and that range seemed to be feasible for us. So we got even more sure of our decision of moving to Calgary.
And not just the housing prices in Calgary, we started comparing other things such as how much a car costs in Calgary compared to Toronto. So when we were comparing the car insurance premiums, which in some regions of Greater Toronto area can be more than $500 per month, which is crazy. And when we compared it to Calgary, when we got a quote for the car insurance premium, it was hovering anywhere from $150 to $250.
And the reason we were looking at the car prices was because I was sure that if we make a move to Calgary, we are surely gonna buy a car. Here in Toronto, it did not make sense because obviously insurance premiums as discussed, and also the 13% HST that you have to give as compared to only 5% in Calgary. And also here in Toronto, we did not feel the need of a car as we were always renting across the subway stations and we were working from home anyways. But now I just want a car. I don't know if I need it, but I just want it now. So even the car prices and insurance premiums in Calgary made us sure of our decision to move.
But there were two reasons that we could not make this move immediately and we wanted to wait another year.
The first reason was that I had recently changed my job and I wanted to at least work for an year or so to prove my worth to the organization so that I am in a position to actually ask for an internal posting.
Similarly, for me, the bank I am working for actually paid for my various licenses and certifications. So as per the contract, I had to wait at least 1 more year before I could ask for an internal posting.
Another reason was that because of the pandemic, our parents were not able to travel and visit us. Though initially their tickets were booked for April 2020, which obviously we had to cancel because of COVID. So we really wanted that before we move to Calgary, we shall call our parents so that they can explore the city of Toronto as well. So yes, they were here with us from the month of May till the first week of September and they had an amazing time. We made a lot of vlogs during that time, so if you haven't watched those videos, then please do give it a watch. We have clubbed all those videos together into a playlist called Parents in Canada.
So it's time for us to make our move now. Our flights are booked for the end of September and we are finally moving to Calgary. But what exactly happened to our jobs? And what will be our living situation when we move to Calgary? How much did it cost us to move and what was our experience with the moving company? These are some of the questions that we'll be answering in our next videos.
In fact, if you have any particular questions about our move that you would like us to answer, then please comment down below. We will try to cater to most of the common questions. So that's all for today, guys. Please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to stay tuned for our future videos. We'll see you next week. Till then, take care and stay safe.